These are the fruits of wild date palm, Phoenix sylvestris, commonly cultivated date palm of North Africa, Middle East, Israel, Jordan, Syria, Iran. That is Phoenix dactylifera. But the fruits which I am focusing presently, these are the fruits derived from the forest date palm. Fruits are called dates. These are the fruits of wild date palm, Phoenix sylvestris. Sylvestris means forest origin. The fruits are smaller in size. But in case of Phoenix dactylifera, the cultivated date palm, the fruit size is much larger. They go up to 6 to 7 or 8 centimeter long. But here they are hardly 1 centimeter long. And on maturity they turn dark black. All fruits do not mature at the same time. So you find in one bunch there are fruits which are red, pink, and which are blacks. The black fruits, as soon as they ripen on the bunch, they fall down also. So they need to be harvested carefully, and regular harvesting is resorted to by the locals. Phoenix is also the mythological bird in Greek philosophy. But here the word Phoenix is the genus which was established by the Linnaeus. And type species under the genus is Phoenix dactylifera, the cultivated very tall date palm. In contrast, this is the Indian date palm, Phoenix sylvestris, which is found in Jammu Shivaliks also, and it grows near water resources, near rivers, rivulets, streams. Well-drained soils are preferred, which do not have calcium carbonate, so soil has the better water retention capacity. These palms basically they belong to the family Ericaceae, to which our supari belongs. Supari is the palm which is under cultivation in South India, in Kerala, and that is Erica catichu. The word Erica genus has also been derived from the Malayalam Ariyakat, from Atyakatta, Atika, the word Erica has been derived. Erica catichu. Under the family of palms, Ericaceae, previously palmy, there are many subfamilies. So Phoenix sylvestris is classified under the subfamily Coryphidae, where mostly the palms bear the fan-shaped palmately compound leaves. But in case of Phoenix, the leaves are pinnately compound. They are unipinnate. In case of another member of the same subfamily, Coryphidae, we have Caryota urens, where leaves are bipinnate. Phoenix sylvestris is a dioecious palm, where male trees and female trees they grow separately, and the male flowers are grayish white in color, whereas female flowers are green in color. And male plants just produce pollen, so they are not preferred in the cultivation. So in the cultivation, mostly we grow the female trees, and for pollination, artificial pollination is also resorted, because the palms or wild date palms, they are wind pollinated. So that will not ensure the proper crop production. So under cultivation, there are human intervention to get these flowers pollinated at the right time to get the bumper crop. But like the Phoenix sylvestris, even in Phoenix dactylifera, all fruits do not mature at the same time. So they are to be harvested simultaneously regularly at regular intervals for much longer period. Phoenix sylvestris, locally called khajur, the word has been derived from Sanskrit kharjur, and in Marathi sometimes it is also named as shindi, and Sanskrit word has also been adopted by Bangla language, kharjur. In Urdu it is called khajur, and in Dogri again khajur. The dates, which are the fruits of date palm, these are called as khajure in Dogri language. These are the fruits of wild date palm, also known as the Indian date palm, or the vine date palm, as its young inflorescence can be tapped for the kind of drink, fermented drink. So it is also named as Indian wine palm. Phoenix sylvestris is tapped in the Bengal region and central India at many locations, in Chhattisgarh also, Bihar, and a kind of drink called tadi is prepared out of the young inflorescence. Cut is made, and then even the young inflorescence is also edible. The roots have nematodes, not nematodes. Pneuma means ear structures. The unique feature of these wild date palm is the persistent leaf bases which remain attached to the main tree trunk. In case of most commonly cultivated garden royal palm or bottle palm, Oreodoxa regia, presently named as Ricestonia regia, which is a Cuban palm, Cuban royal palm, the trunk is smooth as the leaf bases are not seen attached to the main trunk. But in case of wild date palm or the date palm, Phoenix dactylifera or Phoenix sylvestris, we see the persistent leaf bases. So it gives a rugged kind of appearance. It is unbranched trunk, and canopy is at very after 10-15 meters high. So it doesn't give us the shade. So even fruits are not easily accessible. So there is a saying in Hindi, in India, बड़ा हुआ तो क्या हुआ जैसे पेड़ खजूर, राही को छाया ना मिले फल लागे अति दूर. And its pith is also edible. That is usually extracted by the locals during this summer. And fruits of dactylifera are known to many of us as shohara or pind khajur, which stands mentioned even in Quran 20 times and Bible also 30 times. And during Ramadan time, the consumption of wild date palm khajur is considered very important or auspicious. And just during the iftar time, the first fruit which is consumed, which is taken, that is the date palm khajur or shohara we call in Dogri. But this is the wild relative of the same cultivated date palm. Its fruits are much smaller and they are not that tasty as we find the cultivated dates. North Africa and Middle East countries, they are pioneer and they have large production of dates. But even in India, now farmers are growing the wild dates in the orchards. They are dioecious trees, male and female separate. So care is taken even to how to get these flowers pollinated. So artificial pollination is also resorted to. The fruits are sugar rich and considered medicinal, nutritional. Leaves of wild date palm are harvested by the local villagers and Jammu Shivaliks, and they are developed into mats, baskets, brooms, and various other fascinating handicrafts. Even tender twigs are used as toothbrushes by the villagers. And the young foliar buds, they are also harvested and eaten as vegetable. So this wild date palm is edible to humans as well as it supports wildlife. Many frugivorous birds like barbets, hornbills, and some mammals, nocturnal mammals like Himalayan palm civet, Paradoxurus hermaphroditus also include it as food. These are monocots. These trees, they look like trees, but they don't have the secondary growth. So there's a same strength, same circumference, same girth, same dia of the trunk from base up to the top, as there is no cambium activity. Whereas in case of other dicot trees, we see the trunk is very thick at the base and then it tapers towards apex. But in case of wild date palm, thickness is almost equal from base to the top. These are the bunches of fruits, and one bunch you can see even this particular hanging jhumar like structure. So after the fruits are eaten or they are separated, even these golden colored yellow stalks of fruits, they are also developed into decorative items by various innovators. So these fruits are also useful for the wildlife, and this is considered as the wild date palm relative. This is the time midsummer when we get these fruits, but fruits, since they mature at different times, all fruits cannot be harvested simultaneously. So even in one harvest, you can see some fruits have yet not matured, whereas some other fruits, they are already dark and they are mature. So in Christianity, again, there's a Mass Sunday, and there are also the leaves of palms are used on the for performing the religious ceremony. Palms are unique trees which need to be preserved, protected, and the knowledge how our forefathers right from Neolithic civilizations have intimate knowledge about these palms and how these dates stand associated with Islam, Christianity, Judaism, and how modern innovations have brought us to the stage where we are cultivating the palm orchards, and artificial pollination is also being resorted, and we have developed many cultivars in the horticulture.